All right, everybody. Welcome to the big show. It's Boogie Percent time. Um, First official race on the channel of the year. My name is Temple. I am joined tonight by Tax Slug. Slug, how you doing?
Hi. I'm good.
Excited to kick this thing off. Going to be a good one. Two experienced racers here. Hunter, perennial top 3, maybe top 5. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think it's going to be a good one.
For sure. I'm super excited for this entire tournament. A lot of really good racers signed up. A bunch of people signed up. There's a buttload of entries, so it's going to be very exciting.
All right, let's get this thing going without further ado. Start her up. Let's get the predictions going. Be going momentarily here. Hunter and Ihrving. Yeah, here we go.
Woo! So the first 3 minutes, kind of just looking at the shady town of Onet. And I apologize for the sound of my mic. For some reason, my mic isn't working right now, so I'm through my webcam mic. So I apologize if it sounds like I'm in a tunnel or something. It seems to happen to me a lot on this channel.
It's just a tin can on a wire. That's all.
It's the best I had.
We got. Yeah, this is we've been sticking with Swiss. The last couple years we tried it out a few years ago, and people seem to really enjoy Swiss. So yeah, the format for quals is going to be Swiss. That means people are going to kind of rotate around after this first round. This is kind of randomly seeded, but you know, after this round, the 1-0s will go after each other. The 0-1s will face each other. Next round it'll be the 2-0s, etc., etc. So yeah, usually keeps it pretty exciting, keeps it pretty even. And
gives
yeah,
us tons of Earthbound content to consume.
so much EB content in 2022.
Seriously, there's been a ton. That's totally fine with me.
But yeah, like Slug said, not too much going on in this like first 2 or 3 minutes. Typical, you know, RPG intro. But I feel like EB, we're pretty lucky. Like a lot of RPGs, like the first act is just talk, 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 talk. Especially from
gosh,
this era. I mean, we got a little bit of dialogue, but EB doesn't have too much. Especially if you're talking about the full run, you just get going.
For sure. And at least there's not like a long drawn out like fantasy plot line or tutorials, you know, like that you somehow can't skip. We want to maybe explain for anyone who doesn't know what Boogey Percent is. There might be someone who doesn't.
Yeah, for sure. Go for it.
Okay, so the Boogey Percent run, you start out, and this would be considered like the beginning of the any percent run, right?
Yeah, glitchless any percent.
Yeah, glitchless any percent. And so you start out, you go through Onet, you go through Tucson, and then the run ends after you pick up the jar of fly honey after you defeat the Boogey tent, which is why it's called the Boogey Percent. And I feel like it's a really fun speedrun to like vanilla speedrun to learn if you're interested in starting to learn vanilla speedruns. Because it's not super like I won't say it's not difficult, I'll say it's fairly simple, right? Because we all know Earthbound can be hellacious. So it's pretty simple to learn. And I think it's a good starting point for anyone who might be interested in doing vanilla speedrunning. Because it's not super long. Like, you know, your first time, you're probably going to get like a pretty, like, maybe like 2 hours, or if you're not familiar at all. But you can probably get it down to, you know, an hour and 30 minutes after a little bit of practice. And then from there, it's just, you know, like making it better, like, you know, tweaking things and getting better on your own. So I would definitely recommend it for anyone who might be interested in vanilla speedrunning.
Yeah, like a lot of not every speedrun, obviously you can't fit them all into one pile, but A lot of especially speedruns from this era. It's like easy to pick up, but pretty tough to master. Like you can go through the route pretty quickly. It's just fine tuning the smaller details. And with Boogie Percent, there are a lot of small details with it being such a short run.
I'm laughing at Fiend Ray. You ignore the entire first half. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get out of Onet and you're good. Kinda.
And like a point of Onet, I've said this for years in this tournament, is like this Onet is like the race within the race. I feel like whoever comes out on top, or if the Onets are even, or if one person's ahead of the other, that kind of dictates the entire race, just because of how insane on it
And
is.
here was a really good example as we saw Hunter leaving his home. And this is where the actual race really begins. This is where enemies will start spawning, etc. And he had 3 sprites on his page where Ihrving only had 1. So this can be this, I mean, it's super RNG heavy. So it really can be the luck of the draw.
And this is kind of like the quote unquote tutorial. Like it's the game's kind of showing you, like, you got enemies that are gonna swoop at you, you got enemies that are gonna kind of run at you. So, and that it is kind of what's nice about Boogie Percentage is it does cover a lot of the basics,
Yeah,
which is
for
good.
sure.
Like, just in terms of tech and things like that. All right, pretty clean hill from both runners, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. No fights. That's what you want to see.
Yep, good movement. Cleared some enemies, and I mean we're pretty much even here.
Yeah, and we're already seeing some pretty nice stutter stepping.
Yep, stutter stepping, of course, another big EB speedrun tech.
Yes, integral.
The pokey pulls. Hunter with a pretty solid pokey pull. Ihrving with a non-existent pokey pull. So there's the 2 differences. And again,
Sorry, go ahead.
like that's like I said, there's a lot of like tiny details with this run, and that's one of those things where it's like, the closer you get pokey to that trigger, it saves you a little bit of time. So
Right, and yeah, and you also don't want to go above the tree to get picky, because then Buzz is going to take longer to get to you, and he has a lot of dialogue right here. So
yep, and that's
every second.
Yeah, it all matters. And yeah, that happens a lot in the run. There's a lot of times where like an NPC is moving, and like you want to be as close as possible to it because it's just gonna go really slow.
What I started giggling about was I was wondering if the Apple of Enlightenment was going to come back this year for which bus is the right bus or the best bus.
I wonder if that's still someone's got to try the command. I don't know if it's.
What is it? Is it just bus?
It's just bus. Yeah, let's all spam bus in chat now. Commentators got the jump on it.
Okay, Ariaso.
Yeah, so we got Starman, the first boss fight, but really you just literally auto fight. It's all RNG. There's nothing to this fight. We refer to a cycle typically as Buzz's attack cycle, so it's all scripted. So you go through all the scripts looping to a Buzz attack, and ideally you're looking for 3 cycles, but 2 and 4 can happen, but 3 is pretty common. So
yeah, or on guard. That's a great one to see.
Yeah,
and
yeah. In terms,
of freeze.
Yep, freeze is another good one in terms of movesets we want to see out of Starman. Guard it's tough because that does raise his defense, which is tough. The freeze is a little faster, I'd say, but
yeah.
Oh, there we go. Quick downage from Ihrving there.
Nice.
About a 750 ish. Sub 8 is what you're looking for typically. There we go.
Hunter right behind him.
So about a 5-6 second difference there at Starman. So nothing huge.
And what I was going to say is that, like, really the reasons why you want to see freeze or perhaps on guard is literally, it's not because the fire is going to kill you, because you literally can't die in that fight. It's because of the text, like the text going through the boxes. You want less text, so it'll take less time.
Yeah, fire is just so much text. It's brutal.
Every single one.
Yeah, it talks about every kid. So yeah, freeze is faster, defense is faster. Yeah, we're getting all this vanilla info.
Mad cat.
It's been
It's
so
the
much
truth, so
rando.
listen.
Yeah, and this is one of only a couple long diatribe text sequences we have here in the run. It's not even too bad. But yeah, Onet is hellacious. It's a terrible place.
It's
The
very
rest
mean.
the rest of this is gonna be it's gonna be a thing. Um,
See how it goes. I'm
yeah.
excited.
This is definitely one of those areas people do their first runs, and we say it's easy to pick up, but on it is gonna give you the business. So it could throw off a lot
Yeah,
of first runs. How difficult on it can be.
for sure. And I think it could just be a little discouraging, like, but
Yeah,
just keep at it. And there's ways to get around it, and even the best runners still take deaths and own it all the time. So it's really, you stinky kid, get out of the way.
Big Pen just not having it. Wow, that's a insane spot. Yeah, probably just better to respawn.
Yeah, it's
That
all
was
happening now.
that was pretty rough RNG, and there you go. That's on it for you. Pigpen's just
Yep.
gonna block the door.
He was like, no.
Yep, Protoplasm 1, hardest enemy in Earthbound.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's just, you're running through a part of the game where you have a low level character. It's just tough until you gain some levels, obviously.
Yeah. You can maybe get a safety dog and get a bread roll, but it is like what, like 1 in 4 that if you get a dog, it'll drop
I
a
think the
bread roll in
bread rolls,
winters.
it's 50-50, I want to say. It's pretty decent odds. Yeah, I guess not on it. Bread roll. Oh, okay. We're talking about
Oh no, I was talking
on
about
it or
winters with Jeff
winters.
because
Okay.
we were talking about the protoplasm.
Future tournaments, the best place to sign up, pay attention to tournaments would be the Discord. I don't know if you're already in there, but the EB Speedrun Discord is the best place to stay up to date on all this stuff. Zen Wutend. All right, first Pokepunk. This fight can go pretty hairy. Again, I think this is one that people go into and they're like, oh, it's just a Pokepunk, I'll kill it, and thing just
Yep.
3 shots you and it's over.
Mm-hmm.
So smart to heal if you get hit pretty hard here, charge forwards.
Yeah, and you can pick up that bread roll on the no. Whoop. Well, the commentator's curse. I don't know.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is that you can pick up the bread roll, which will help out because you don't want to use your hamburgers during these sharp fights unless you really have to. So the bread roll can help a lot that you get from the top of the hill, and I don't know if Ihrving picked it up.
Yeah, some people skip it.
Wasn't me.
I noticed he used a fruit juice to heal, which I guess that probably wasn't enough. But yeah, commentator's curse is a real thing.
And now this is where you get pickled. You can't skip this photo trigger, so you just gotta kind of take it.
Yeah, salt the wound on that one. That's a rough one if you say you clear all the way to Titanic and die to that. It's just, that photo trigger just makes you so mad.
Yeah. All right. Hunter is fighting Frank now.
Frank is pretty straightforward. Again, a lot of these early bosses, it's pretty easy to die, but there's things you can do to mitigate. And, Frank is pretty much bash heal. Hope for the best.
Yeah, unless Ness misses.
Yeah, which happens a lot.
I know.
Especially in On It, he misses quite a bit. Or he smashes. It's like you can't really predict it. Nice. Good fight.
All right, 1 HP.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the good news is Frankenstein is a burst of steam on the first one. Hey, Des. Hi, Atom Bomb. I love watching this event every time it's back. Oh, we love having you.
Always happy to do it.
It's a
Yeah.
really fun thing to be a part of. Ooh, got torn into. Got burgers. Ihrving coming
Frankie,
back for revenge.
Crank Tank is somewhat scripted. The damage, the first turn damage we know, but everything after we're not sure about. But again, he just alternates turns, and there's a few scripted fights in the entire run. Only a couple, I think, in Boogie Percent. But it's good to know what's going to happen in those fights. Wrong bot. Airframe and his army of bots.
Okay, so Ihrving caught up pretty quick. Still a
Yeah.
couple of fights behind, but we'll see how these fights go.
Yeah, not bad recovery. And I've kind of always said if you're going to take a death and on it, it's best for it to be pre-Frank. They're not too bad to recover from. It's those Titanic Ant and Cop deaths that you want to avoid. Those are much more damning.
I feel like the ant one is just so much worse because you have to go all the way back through Giant Step.
Yeah.
And at least with the arcade, it's just like going into town, you know?
Jeez, and Frank just destroyed Ihrving, which is a thing that can happen.
Take a deep breath, Ihrving. You got this.
Yeah. There you go. As on it being as unforgiving as it is. Wasn't not the wrong bot. Daniel's sussing him out.
Mortimer. What a name.
The Mortimer bot days. It's good times. Mortimer is a sassy bot.
So I've heard. I've never experienced Mortimer, but you know, I guess there's still time.
Wrath of Mortimer.
So Ihrving making his way back down to arcade once again, and Hunter is pulling out money to buy burgers for Giant Step.
In theory, yes, they are allowed to hard reset. Softies are preferred, but if somebody hard resets, we're not gonna like DQ them or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know at what point in the Boogie run that you would hard reset. Do you have any? What would you say, Temple?
Yeah, there's not too many saves you make. So yeah, I don't really think there's too many that it would happen.
There's one save, right?
Yeah, and Tucson.
Like, literally one.
Yeah. You know, unless someone like made a save and happy for whatever reason, but that would get a little suspicious if somebody was like saving in a weird spot and then hard reset, and then had some really good luck and be like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, it's much different than in Scramble when you reset because of your last save, etc. All right, and now we come to the point where everyone beats me up. It's fine.
Yeah, this is painful for Slug, I'm sure. Can't watch her compadres go down like this. But yeah, we're looking for level 8 here. Resetting the run as a whole, like starting from the beginning? I guess you could do that.
I guess I don't see. I would never. Sorry, my TV just started playing again, and I was like, "Oh, what was that?"
Came alive.
Yeah, I was watching that new Dahmer show. Oh my god!
Wow, what a thing for it to show back up on.
I know.
It's creepy.
Right before spooky season. Too.
Spooky season, yeah, exactly.
Okay, Ihrving has completed the arcade.
Yeah, I think starting the entire run over would just be like a death knell to your run.
Yeah, well, because like we were saying, you know, when the run first started, it's like almost like 4 or 5 minutes before it actually get into the meat and potatoes of the game. So it would really be a waste of time.
Yep. And it's like, I guess because stream sniping is fair game in Boogie Percent, like that's not illegal. In Rando, it's obviously frowned upon, but I guess if you were like watching your opponent and it was like, okay, they're just like having just as bad as luck as I am, you know, I just reset the run, but I don't know, I'm trying to like hypothesize situations where this would happen.
Same.
But yeah, that's one thing that people are kind of unsure about. Like, is it okay to watch like my opponent and Boogie percent? It's fine.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to watch.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean
trying to
personally,
concentrate on what I'm doing.
yeah, I'm the same way. It would mess with my head the entire time, but some people like it, I guess.
Yeah, I can't even watch the like race time GG room, or I'll just have like anxiety, you know?
Yeah, definitely. You get towards the end of the run, and you're kind of, at least me, I'm kind of peeking over
Oh,
it. It's like, are they done? Are they
and
done? Like, is it done?
Ihrving is going burgerless,
Oh, he's trying to
which
save some
I
time.
mean, yeah, I see it. I see it.
He's in desperate times, so desperate measures. No burgers. We're doing it. This is either gonna make or break his run.
I mean, I guess the good news is when it's burgerless is that like at least getting to Ant, like you have enough. The enemies don't hit too hard, at least the slugs, which is all you really want to fight in this area. Um, and so you have enough psychic points to use, quite a few life ups, and then you get that butterfly on the hill. So getting there isn't really the issue. I would say it's risking it all on Ant.
Yeah, yeah, I'd agree. Ant is the major problem.
Because he can hit hard.
Yeah, and a lot. It's like you need those, a lot of heals. But I mean, we're seeing the time difference here. It's Ihrving's, not caught up with Hunter, but definitely closing the gap.
Yeah, for sure.
Adam Bomb brings up a good point, saving in Freed, which is definitely something
That is a
people
really
do.
good point. Yeah.
Especially if they're watching, if you know you're ahead of your opponent by like 2 minutes, it's like, yeah, make that save. And yeah, we've definitely seen people do that quite a bit, actually. So that's a good point.
Yeah. I think that would be the only point to save in Threed is to if you get like a super low roll with the BR and you know get killed for some reason.
Yeah, intent, like, especially if you're a really extent, can just ruin your day pretty easily. It's like you can only really take 2 or 3 deaths to tent before like it's just over.
Yeah, you're out of money. You have to like
Yeah.
grind enemies, and like you could sell the defense spray if you didn't drop it for 250, but like other than that, I mean,
Yeah.
it can be a definite run killer, which is very unfortunate, but I have seen it happen.
Oh, it's definitely happened. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Luckily, I don't think we've had a double, like where both people just can't get past 10.
Oh boy, here we go. Now
Yeah.
we will.
Yep. It's gonna happen for sure.
I'm just wondering how I'm gonna soft lock in this tournament, because it happens every single time. And yeah, Hunter got to level 8, right? Yeah, it's 8.
Yeah, you find a way to soft lock, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
There's always
Can't
there's
wait.
always new fascinating ways. But yeah, it looks like Hunter's ready to go. I didn't see his offense roll on level 8.
Yeah, me either. But he does have the advantage with all those burgers. Ooh,
And a butterfly.
And a butterfly inside. Nice.
Speeds up the process a little bit. See if he takes single ant fights, then we'll know.
I doubt it, but maybe if it just happens, Okay,
Looks like he's
Ihrving on
trying
his
to avoid
way.
it. Ihrving has made a level 8, it looks like, or maybe going for the 6-pack, but
Maybe.
true, yeah, just stuttering fights. If you're good at stuttering, yeah, that's just the way to go. Instead of taking the auto fight. All right, ant time. Probably the hardest boss in Boogie percent.
Whew.
Magnet.
Already?
5,
Come on.
okay. Guess it wasn't 6,
Yeah, yeah.
It's the only caveat. Okay, Ihrving is going for the 6th spot. Okay, 2 Rockins. Both pretty average. Ant's got,
Yeah.
what, 210-ish HP or something?
Yeah, and a wasted turn from Ant trying to steal PP when there is none to be taken.
You gotta love the magnets after you're already out of psychic points. 235. Thank you, chat. It is 25 higher than I thought it was, which is pretty substantial.
Yeah, and with this fight, you really don't want to go below 50 because Ant can bite you real hard twice in a row and just...
Yeah, it's just over. And crits are known to happen here for sure. And, like, the damage is pretty varied. Like, there we go. Ant down, very nice.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Ant wasn't hitting all too often. Shields are a pain, but at least you're not getting hit.
Right, for sure. I've had fights where it's just crit after crit, and you're like,
Yeah.
please stop.
Even just bashing constantly is like, oh, geez, like, give me one turn of relief here. Like,
yeah, and all you're doing is just like shoving burgers in your mouth.
Food percent in shambles.
Oh man. It really is the cop fight and food percent that gets you.
It's a lot of burgers.
It is. I just take bites of a burger. I'm not eating an entire burger. No, I'm not doing that.
All right, let's see how this burgerless ant fight's gonna go. It's gonna take some luck for sure. I think even a good ant fight, this is hard to survive. So
yeah.
Let's see how it goes. As Hunter takes the long walk. Alright, shield.
Okay.
Ooh, 114.
Ooh, okay.
Decent. If we can get like at least close to max damage here. Yeah, okay, pretty mid. So like 180. He's got like 40, 50 damage to go.
Yeah.
There's a life up. Okay, defense down is good. Does still have a burger. Shield is up. Okay.
Ooh, magnet. Okay. Right. Not a bad.
Nice smash.
Oh,
huge.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Huge. Yeah, that is massive.
Was awesome. Wow. Okay.
Good stuff, Ihrving. That's how you do burgerless. Get lucky.
Heck yeah. The game said, I'm sorry about the Frank fights. Listen, we can make up.
I give you a friendly ant fight for the first time ever. Yeah, that was good. Still, I want to say about almost closer to 2 minutes behind, but it's definitely a lot better than where Ihrving was at. There you go, Mad Cat. You gotta read the universe.
Yep.
But no, stay in school.
Ihrving will be, keep on marching. Ihrving will be going into cop fight without burgers as well, which can be a little risky, but I mean, we'll see what happens. You can kind of use, I mean, you can use more life ups in those fights if you need to, and you can get burger drops from cops. So
yep, more luck involved. I'm curious if he might buy some. Probably not, but
I was gonna question it as well, kind of like ponder that. But I mean, if he's already skipped the burgers going into giant stuff, why would he?
Yeah,
you know,
you got to assume he's just all in at this point. Yeah, those burger drops are 1 in 16, so not common.
You could get an egg from
fresh egg.
Strong. Just a lint-filled boiled egg from his pocket. So gross.
Light lunch for the captain. 1 in 32 for that. Nice. I didn't know that. Even more rare. All right, looks like Ihrving's all in on the burger strats, burger-less strats, I should say. Can't say I'm too surprised. You gotta just go for it. Yeah, it should make this interesting. I think really it comes down to strong, like you said, life ups are available, and you know that's what he'll lean on, but it's gonna cut into his rockin' psychic points for strong.
Yeah, because typically you want to just throw 2 rock ends at strong and they should do the job.
Yep.
But you can get fairly lucky with strong.
Ooh, first cop.
Chilling.
Smashy.
All right.
Good start.
Okay, Hunter going on to fight the captain.
Looks like he had 20 psychic points, I believe, so he should have the 2
Mhm.
Rockins. Again, sub 30 is like the bar. That's what you're looking for with Wonetti. Nice miss. Okay.
Ooh, now swinging.
53 is a little heavy, but
All right, Ihrving
yeah.
has more burgers than we thought.
Oh, that's right.
That's
That fight
good.
it went really well. So yeah, he didn't even have to use any. And consider that. Nice, strong down. Sub
All right,
29 on it.
we're out of Onat.
That's big. Yeah, Ihrving definitely. The burger list is paying off for him, and that's what burger list is for.
Yeah,
It's
and going ahead
max.
with a life up, good idea.
Yep, still got 25, so life up in the tank. Still gives him some rocking damage. Yikes.
Oh, no.
Oh
Oh,
wow, the
no.
miss.
Okay.
Oh, Ihrving just using up all his 9 lives on this on it. Wow.
Yeah, for
That
real.
miss. Well, I guess Frank didn't go so hot, but I mean, wow, yeah, swinging the other way. That miss was huge. He was dead if he got hit.
And the auto fight giving him a life up. Like, oh my gosh.
I've been noticing in Ihrving, ooh, the mushroom. And
Ooh.
Ihrving's practice, he's pretty good with those auto fight strats. I don't see too many people doing that, and it's actually pretty smart, I think.
I wonder if that comes from playing Scramble, because Scramble is pretty auto fight heavy, you
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
And it
Maybe.
can sometimes it like seeps into my like vanilla speedruns, and I'm like, why am I auto fighting right now? I should not be doing this. And it's like such a like you know, reflex now,
Right, yeah, just jam that thing right and hit A or left.
right?
I mean,
Ooh, he got an on guard and a miss and another on guard.
yeah, this is going,
Looks like he's saving his
you know,
points
sir.
for life up.
Yep, equaling those psychic points for life ups. Wow. Ihrving 5-heading this. That was a 5-head on it from
All
Ihrving. That
right.
was huge. Yeah, he's still in this for sure. Only a minute,
Absolutely.
1 minute, like a minute 20 delta on it. Like, it's really not huge. 30, 44.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 2 minutes.
He definitely made up some time, and whew, a lot of good luck after Frank
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm. The choice to go burgerless was really what saved him, I think.
Yeah, it was huge. And like
And just playing really well, you know, let's not discount that.
yep, played smart, got lucky. It's just like kind of the perfect storm of success or something. I don't know. But yeah, that is wow, that's a lot of shrooms.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a good point from Daniel. The auto fight actually helps. Like a lot of the time, auto fight just screws you over. So it's
Yeah.
interesting. It'll like life up when you don't want it to or something.
Or
So
heal, like, you know, when you're
yeah,
like, I don't care. Like,
yeah,
I'm
you're
just
like
crying. It's
crying.
fine.
Yeah,
They're sleeping, they'll wake up.
yep. 2 minute delta coming out of on it really isn't too much. Ihrving's still a bit of an uphill battle, obviously, but
Does he
no,
have money? What's he? Oh, is he
maybe
going Vogler?
he could be vulgaring, just going for all the
Yeah.
strats this run. Yep, going for the
Yep.
Vogues. Yeah, again, this is like strats, risky strats you got to do to make up time over the traditional route. So
Right, right.
that's what he's going for. For anyone unaware, Vogler's strats are obviously saving the bus station. He'll be going for a cup of life noodles and PRV, and just using that on Paula after the death warp here in the bus station, which saves you some time over the traditional non-Vogler strat.
Which is where you save at the department store and then go to the hospital to revive Paula.
Which is the setup we're seeing from Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, makes sense. He's ahead. He doesn't have to play risky. Just hold this lead, you know, in Hunter's eyes, you know. I'm sure he's aware.
Yeah. Also, after playing Scramble, the urge to check the trash can and Apple Kid's house is so strong.
Yeah.
I'm always like, what's in there?
Yeah, I definitely
Nothing.
think about it.
It's garbage.
The risk of the Vulgar strat is getting the life noodles. PRV is a terrible place with lots of spawn plates, and you kind of have to go into a nasty zone to get that life noodles. So
Yeah, there's usually a lot of trees and robots, UFOs.
it's in a
UFOs
bad
are
spot.
extremely fast. It's a hard spot to get to. It's like at the very end of a cliff.
Saw a little skip sandwich pickup there from Hunter. I like we're seeing all these little runner colors come out in each run, and little strats I like to throw in. I know Hunter's a big fan of the skip sandwich and Boogey percent. Yeah, conversation happening in chat is Ihrving's money situation and whether or not he will skip shopping, which is another, it's a risky strat that people do. It can work out if you just skip shopping and again just play right and get lucky. So we'll be interesting to see how Ihrving handles Happy Happy Village.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a risk. Maybe for a less experienced runner, because you do not want to die to Car Painter, and that defense is going to help. So,
right. Which is, yeah, Daniel brought up the hard hat, which maybe he goes for just that. Defense is pretty important. Nice Glod from Hunter on that split.
Nice.
Gotta love the Glod Tucson splits.
Yeah.
Yeah, skip sandwiches were like early in Earthbound speedrunning. It was pretty much standard that you just buy a bunch of skip sandwiches. That's what the Japanese runners did, and we kind of just adapted a lot of their strats early on, and eventually people cut out the skip sandwiches.
It is nice to use a skip sandwich from the prison room to zoom on down to the boogie tent, though.
Yep.
Oh gosh. Speaking of Pinsard.
Yeah. And again, this might be a spot where we see a sandwich usage. Some people, yeah, here we go, just to get past grossness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, that was a zoomer.
Woo!
That thing had it out for Hunter, but man, good movement.
Well, the good news is he can pick up another one in the cult shack or whatever.
Not a complete waste. Yeah, again, that's something you see Hunter talk about a lot with his strats. Is like, he likes to pick up that sandwich to, you get in those sticky PRV situations. Perfect for that.
Yeah, that was used really well.
Yeah, yes.
No one tell Ari about the snakes.
Yeah, I know a lot of top tier runners are into the sandwiches and Boogey percent, so it's cool to see that kind of come back around.
Hunter doing his shopping in Happy Happy. Oh gosh. Too late for what? What?
It was a bit of a mispurchase there, and oh, he's $2 short. That's what it was. That is unfortunate.
Oh! Not the snake. He just got he started tingling.
Yeah, or he felt a disturbance in the force. Snake force, that is.
Yeah. Oh no!
Oh, nice runaway. It's funny, we called this shack fight for so long, and I learned from Scramble that this is actually a cabin and not a shack, so I will still call it shack fight, but...
Yeah. It's literally what's in the splits. Oh no. Ooh.
Call for help. Not great.
Not great.
Decent experience, though.
Yeah.
Ugh. Gross.
Oh gosh.
Oh, no. Yeah, bust out that rockin', buddy, for sure. Before this gets any further out of hand. No, okay.
Oof. Oof. You get a cookie. And you get a cookie for that.
Cultist G and the Invincible Crow. I forgot about that meme. It was a children's book that was going to be written. I forget who was going to write that. Oh, here we go. Going for the noodles on Ihrving's side.
Oof.
And immediately pincered.
Yep.
Just kind of work around these trees, but yeah, there you go. Nice.
Oof. Oh my gosh.
Right, and then
Okay.
oh.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, not great spawns going down there.
you might, yeah. Ooh.
Yep, there it is. There's the risk played out
Mm-hmm.
for
I
all
was
to
gonna say maybe
see.
use rocket and try and get rid of that that UFO and run away because they're so fast you can nearly never
Right.
get away from them.
Yeah, their speed is so high. He was probably trying to conserve psychic points, but yeah, you're not gonna run away from those UFOs.
You know, Ihrving's gotta be feeling it right now.
Yep. Getting earthbounded.
Yep.
Alright, heading into Car Painter. Another scripted fight. Oh, uh-oh. Dad's here.
Oh no. I told you! I told you!
Somebody leaked and DM'd him.
Nothing happened, Ari.
No
No
snacks
snakes have
were
been harmed
harmed.
in this scene. Yeah. See how this carpenter fight's gonna go for Hunter. You want to come out of it with fairly low HP.
Yeah, the idea is to come out with low HP because we're setting up for a death warp. So the lower your HP is, the more time you're gonna save. Fresh egg, nice.
Yeah, I would have done the same.
Since we know what Car Painter's gonna do, you can kind of heal on the right turns.
Yeah.
And no lightning luck whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
Hunter got a few fresh eggs. I didn't notice. He must have hit up the stand. Good strat, good strat.
I think we were preoccupied with Ihrving's pincer moment.
Probably. Hogging so hard. Alright, there's one. Still got a heat. Nice, okay. So 41 minute, high 41, but still pretty solid Car Painter time. Round two on the life noodles.
I was wondering if he was going to go for it again, and it's like this time is.
Better.
Of course.
Yeah, classic. Second time around is just super clean.
Mm-hmm.
Go, a tale of two life noodles.
Uh-oh.
EB giveth and EB, well, taketh and then giveth, I guess, at this point. Ooh, there's some fresh eggs from Ihrving, too. Dang, I didn't know fresh egg strats were so hot. I'm about it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why you don't buffer left on that door. Some doors you just don't buffer movement. That's one of them.
Yeah, they'll come straight for you.
And if you move like any amount into that room when there's a cultist nearby, it's over.
Zoom.
You can't run away, and they'll call for help. It's
You
just terrible.
cannot run away. We'll see how the death warp goes for Hunter. And the reason why you can't run away from them is because of the cabin shack fight. Because it's technically a scripted fight.
Scripted as bosses. There's a few of those. I believe Cops and On It. The little piles. Wow, Hunter's going deep.
Yeah, little pals.
Maybe going for bears, but got himself...
Well, his first mole spawn wasn't there.
Yeah. Usually if it's just not there. Mr. Baddies can hit hard, as we see. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So scripted. Wow.
You, Daniel.
1 HP. All right, not bad. Pretty solid death warp.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back in Tucson. $1. Nice.
$1.
Worth it. Anything that's flagged as a boss battle, you won't be able to run from, even if they're out in the wild.
And would you maybe say, like, a boss battle always has, like, I mean, it nearly always has text in front of it. I think the only one that doesn't is, well, does it in the pyramid when you fight the general? Or do you just go into that fight?
I think that fight just happens.
Yeah.
Might be one of the only ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, piles can get pretty gross because they're another one that likes to call for help. It's this mean coding, like these unrunnable
And they
enemies.
make you cry.
Love calling for help.
Oh, her dad was crying. The only good dad in the game. It always gets me. Like,
it's true. That's a good point. In a game full of terrible fathers, Paul's is the only one that cares.
mm-hmm.
Do have a race, maybe not immediately after this one. Pretty soon thereafter.
Yes.
Just make sure I have it right. Yeah, Miss Des versus Fly Eagles Fly. That'll be coming up shortly after this one. We might take a little intermission depending on when this ends and when the next race is ready, but we will keep the stream alive and be having a race right after this one. And then tomorrow we have a quad stream at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh yeah.
Sarah versus Jimothy, and then Lord Taco versus Crimson. That'll all be happening all at once.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, quads are always a good time.
Are you gonna be commentating that, Temple, or just streaming? Because I know Leslie said that. Hang on, we don't need to talk about this right now. Sorry.
That's fine. We'll figure it out. Maybe people are listening, but commentary is always pretty much open.
A good point. Yeah, because those need like at least 2 people. I feel like 3 people can get a little jumbly.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, a lot of
chatter.
Yeah, some people can do it, but yeah, it can get pretty jumbly. But yeah, commentary is always people want.
Oh my gosh!
Always looking for
Ihrving just got a clutch egg to save his life from dying at Carpainter.
Nice. Ihrving just clutching out his whole run.
Yeah.
Little runaway 5 break for Hunter.
Yeah, truly a nice egg. Hunter just in here is saying hi to everyone.
What's up, guys?
Oh, wait, I'm racing.
Sniping, no sniping going on. this is kind of the jam-filled part of the run. We got Runaway 5, we got the bus, we jamming.
The UFO song or the Skyrunner song.
Oh yeah. The Who knockoff. Definitely recommend. There's probably a couple YouTube videos at this point, but always fun to dive into the musical influences of Earthbound, and this is kind of a lot of references.
Beatles, a ton of Beatles references.
Yep. Beatles.
The bus is here! Sorry, I got really excited.
No, it's an exciting event. We can finally have the bus, or have the bot figure out the bus. It's right because it's correct. That's correct.
And into 3 on Hunter side. Ihrving going for his death warp. Got a chunk of HP, but hopefully it'll be okay.
They did end up with what? Yeah, 90 after that fight.
And you see them using the ATM card on Ness so that he doesn't defend. And you see Paula bashing because the mole has a tendency to feel weird and then he won't do anything. So it's better to just bash with Paula so that it makes him go back to normal.
Like, I wouldn't say impossible for Paula to kill it, but it takes some pretty tremendously bad luck.
Yeah.
For her
And
1
that was
HP.
pretty good death warp.
Yeah, pretty quick. Oh, Chaz. Much appreciated. Thanks for the raid.
Hey, Chad.
I hope the Square stream was a good one. $103. Wow, yeah, that's much higher than I thought. 103 turns. Nice. Yeah, that would pack it up at that point.
Lots of ghosts.
Little rule of thumb in Earthbound, you hear that spooky little jingle, you've triggered some kind of event flag.
I have to make the noises myself because I can't hear them. So, just trying to immerse, you know?
Yeah. Gotta make it, you know, realistic. Figuring out OAuths, always great time. Never frustrating. My god, the plot.
That's awesome. I love that.
I like it. I'll never be able to unhear that now.
Nope.
Of course, Mortimer has feelings. Sentient Mortimer. Airframe is Skynet confirmed.
It's Jeffrey time.
Yep. Everyone's favorite character. Either ironically or unironically.
My favorite character is Everdread, so you know.
Interesting.
I wish you could play as Everdread. I love him. I think he's great. He's such a weirdo.
You can in Ancient Cave.
That's true.
I guess kind of. You don't. He doesn't have his own movesets. That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah. He does have a ghost sprite though.
Yep. Which
so you
indicates.
Gotta wonder.
Yeah. At one point, maybe he was in the party. I believe, as we see Tony, I'm pretty sure Tony has movesets too, but you just never use them. So apparently, in testing, Tony was joining Jeff.
Then how did they get out of the school? Maybe they just like busted through the gate together or something. You know, like that part in Mario RPG where you have to hit the door at the same time.
Yeah. Super jumps. It's just SJs. That's how they get out. Easily explained.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, they 100 SJ in the original game. That's what I'm going with. Refreshing herbs are good, but have you ever tried secret herbs? That's the good shit.
Little nipper? I thought that was so weird. This little nipper? What?
That's a weird thing to call someone for sure.
Yeah. A lot of weird like 90s like phrases like quit rubbernecking and like stuff like that.
90s was
But
very
also
edgy.
translation, you know.
Yeah, true.
We got another right bus from Ihrving.
Nice. Let's see if Hunter's gonna go for a dogfight here. Some people just take it.
Bubble
Nice.
Monkey has joined the chat. Hello, Bubble Monkey.
Some people, they see the dog and its pincer, it's like, yeah, just take the dogfight, whatever. We'll go with hopefully making Protoplasm fight a little better.
Yeah, if you can get that bread roll.
Even if you don't get it.
Not.
Yeah, I mean, even then you get a
Just
couple
that's
HP.
The small, yeah, the experience, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of fringe benefit.
I think this Hesse song, isn't it based off of Strawberry Field?
Maybe that's one I haven't heard, but
Because I feel like I read it somewhere, and then the next time I heard it, I was like, "Oh yeah, that does sound like it." So
it is kind of.
Listen for it this time.
Yeah, now that I think about it, it seems like it's in like the same key or something. Oh, it is okay. Nice. That's one I didn't know about. Yeah, there's some weird ones like Cave to the Past is like a Beach Boys song, and Moonside is like the first 4 bars of some random like Rick Ocasek song. Like these are just out there. Like these guys loved music, and it shows.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And I mean, it does show because the music in this game is so incredible.
One of my favorite things about seeing people play this for the first time is this music's so good. Like, goddamn right.
Yep.
He's just so majestic. I'm speechless.
1990X one time was like, I want this song to play for my funeral as I get shot out of a rocket into space. And it's all I could ever think about now about how like epic that would be.
Good way to go.
Just do 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 do. You know? Cracks me up.
Little movement there from Hunter. It's a despawn technique again. One of those little things you see throughout the run. Happens quite a bit. You hit a certain movement, and it guarantees a despawn.
Yep, because otherwise there'd be a rough goat down there.
Big old goat.
Boy.
2 protoplasms.
Here we go.
Defend it out. What's your only option at this point? Yeah, burn some turns and try to run. It's Pretty much your only option with protoplasm B on the table. Okay, hitting those runaways.
Oh,
Let's go do it.
fart. Well,
Hardest,
farts.
hardest enemy in Earthbound, right there.
Yeah. The good news is that it's like, you know, super. It's a quick death. You
Yeah,
know,
you're right
it's
there.
unfortunate, but
When it happens like 4 or 5 times, he's kind of like, all right, game.
It happens so many times. You just use your BBR on it.
It's such a satisfying thing to do. Oh, open
Mhm.
present, nice.
Nice try, Proto. Oh God.
Oh,
Did you know
back
that the
to defending.
Japanese name for worthless protoplasm is "What do I matter anyway"?
Did know that. It's one of my favorite things.
Me too.
With Mother too.
Me too.
So relatable.
So, yeah. So right, I'm always like, I mean, no, everything's fine.
Existential protoplasm is probably what I've translated it as. Nice, got through, got out, ran away, fighting
Alright.
ducks. These fights are all scripted, so no greens, no reds.
And the duck, you know, he don't usually do too much.
Yeah, he's cool.
Except for then. I'm just gonna quit talking.
Commentator curse, just
Yeah, it's thick in this run.
it's immense power. Go for a second proto skip. Just kind of waiting her out. There we go. Nice.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh,
that
come
was
on, Bubble Monkey.
that was almost god tier. If
Yeah.
Hunter pulled that off, that would have been so sick. I've never seen that before.
Right.
It's mother in time. What? That part.
Oh, a goat. Ew.
Ooh, nice bubble green.
What a green.
Bubble greens.
I think where the goat drop a salt packet or something.
I have no idea. I'm gonna believe you on that one.
My favorite thing is that Pitbull slugs drop salt packets.
Dude.
It's so funny.
The irony.
Ah, here we are in Pond Cave.
Majestic Pond Cave. If you're curious why it's called that, well, the pond's in the next room.
Pretty good first room.
Yeah, it was clean.
Yeah.
Usually that first area can be a little tricky. Some Nemi movements in here. Kind of a lot of things known as Nemi movements, even in the full run, and this is one of them. Pretty much movements that avoid spawn triggers, but Hunter not getting lucky. Okay.
There's the pond.
There's the pond. There it is. Hey, thanks, Hunter. Pointed it out for us.
Thank you.
Friend. There it is.
He wiggled right in front of it.
Yeah, one of those little tiny micro strats. Get Bubble Monkey lined up with that rope.
Mm-hmm.
Again, harkening back to early in the run, whenever there's NPC movement, you want it to be as short as possible.
Yep. And these mushrooms, if you do take a fight, you won't get mushroomized, as I found out is the correct way to say it, and I hate it. But they won't put a mushroom on your head.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yep. But they are rude, so
Yeah, they'll definitely kill you. Kind of the idea there is to get them caught on that wall. You want to get a spawn where they're just, you can just run away and they'll get stuck there.
Yeah, the cliff directly to the right of the rope. Dude, you saw Love Monkey. You had to get out of there, Mad Cat. What would you do?
Bro code isn't real anyway.
I'd peace out. Like, I've been stuck in this weird tundra with no other monkeys, and I see another monkey, I'm out of there.
Opportunity knocks.
Looked like Ihrving was maybe trying to get that first proto skip.
Gotta try. You won't get it if you don't try.
Nope.
Miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Said by Wayne Gretzky, said by Michael Scott.
Man.
This guy Boeing saying it's free. Alright. We'll see you in your race when you just free it up past first proto.
What about the third proto then, huh? Oh, Ihrving got through it. Yeah.
Nice. It's like nobody really opting for duck skip setups. It's like in these races, it's just not worth it.
I don't think it is either. Like, maybe if it just like sets itself up for you, then take it, but if not, it's a waste of time. Especially it's so close toward the end of the run.
Don't want to burn too much time setting it up. It's kind of silly.
Right, yeah, I agree.
Going for that croissant.
Yeah, I would do that too, just to be safe in that first cave. Or this, I guess this next proto fight if you take it.
Nice.
Woo!
Clean, cooperative Bubble Monkey on the second proto skip. Yeah, Ihrving not giving up. That's a sign of a good runner. Is that you know, you just stick to your guns and finish that run.
Seeing a more hairy situation in the pond cave on Ihrving's side.
Yeah, this is kind of
our
what.
Spawn place all over the place there.
Yeah, it's usually pretty gross at this part. Hunter just got lucky.
Oh yeah, Zen. I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but he made up an incredible amount of time in ONET.
Ihrving making the best of it, despite Earthbound throwing a lot of crap at him.
Yeah.
Alright, and Hunter doing the home stretch. Last, ooh, nice stutters from Ihrving. Not to be missed. Good stuff. I'm envious of those stutters. But yeah, Hunter making his way down the block. Fight a tent.
He's gonna use the skip sandwich.
There it is.
There it is.
Got a chicken too. Throw a chicken at the boogie tent maybe. Ultimate style points. See if he hits the save.
It was a chick. Seeing chicks makes you happy.
I agree. Fen BBR. Always interesting to see what people go for here. 463 is solid. There's the chick. There it is. See, Hunter knows.
But nothing happened.
Tough fight for Ihrving here. He's risking it for the biscuit. Ah, GG Hunter.
Woo!
Looks like we might see a sub 110 here. I feel like that's what most people want in the tournament, is to get sub 110. Doesn't always happen, but that's what we shoot for.
Got a gut save, and that's a bud.
Brutal, yeah. He's trying to force it through, get those stutters in, but it doesn't always work
Mhm.
out when there's too much on screen.
Maybe if it had been just a mouse and not like another slug, like both of them, then.
Yeah, one or the other.
Hmm.
Oh, easy sub 110. $0 cash skips the safety save. Makes sense. GG officially,
Way to go,
Huntro.
Hunter.
Feel free to hop in Discord if you would like. Or not, if you do not like either one. No pressure.
He's not stopped his timer. Is it stopped in race time?
He does have his glitchless splits out. Maybe we see a full
Okay, he's
run.
finished.
Thought we were going to see a full run. And yeah, that's kind of the idea behind Boogie Percent is that, like, we try to keep it as an intro run, beginner friendly. And that's kind of why, we were coming up with this. It was like, we'll cut it off at Boogie Tent because things get pretty hairy uh, at this point in the run. You go through Three Cave and Grapefruit Falls and
Yeah.
Belch's Base. It's just all bad. So this is a good spot to cut it off. All right, tent glitch, lest we forget.
Yeah, and it keeps it at like a nice, like, hour and a half ish, like in that, well, not an hour, like hour 10, hour 30, range to not spend, 4 or 5 hours playing a game, which is
Yeah,
fine. But when you're doing a speed run, you get that, like, that's one of the reasons why I've never tried any percent, which I will be doing soon. But one of the
nice.
reasons why I haven't is because I just cannot imagine the devastation I will feel when I get, like 3 hours or 4 hours into a run and something happens and it's irredeemable. I just feel like that's very heartrending, and I just don't know if I can handle it. But
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a thing. Um,
so this is just a nice little, like little fun run, if you will.
yeah, kind of in the vein of, like, especially at the time we came up with this, Paladin percent in FF4 was popping, and Kefka at Narsh in FF6, and so this was our version. EB had to get in on the fun.
For sure.
To be honest, Boogie Percent seems kind of outlasted all those kind of other minor categories. Don't see those too
Earthbound
often.
fans Earthbound fans run like deep, like
It's
a
true.
lot of us have been playing this since we were kids, so it's a mix of like nostalgia and just like true love for the game and finding ways to like other ways to play it, and it just like I never get sick of Earthbound ever.
It's one of those games. It's hard to get away from.
It sinks its claws in.
Really. Yeah, I'm okay. Setting up for the next race, but looks like somebody's got it going. Very nice.
Okay, Ari got a race run.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is Tent Glitch. This is a fun little Earthbound thing, and it's tradition in Boogie Percent. But yeah, as Daniel explained in chat, similar to the check area. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Check area glitch. You can technically pull up debug menu here, but it's like Omega Rare.
We'll learn you. We'll learn you, Mad Cat. You can only do this on an actual cart, right?
No, I think it's doable on, like, virtual console versions.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of jam yourself into that little corner and
You can do it on
spam the L
anything?
button.
Heck.
Uh,
Well, heck.
yeah, you can do it on anything. Yeah, pulling up debug menu, it's kind of, you're just like, whoa. All right. Probably let this one ride out. Let Ihrving finish, and then we'll
Yeah.
set up for the next one. Oh, this is SNES Classic, right? Nice. Officially broken audio. This is a good tech glitch. Oh yeah, it just got even better. Pixel puke,
Ooh.
full crash, love it. Rip bozo. Yeah, this you don't see this too often. Usually it just scrolls text for eternity, but we had a full crash here. Keep going. That is some good pixel puke.
Unlock it, baby. I have one, thank you. Good. Good with one.
It's cooked. Yeah, yeah. It can. I was about to say this can definitely wipe save data for sure. Bike percent it happens too. You'll just reset and all your saves are gone. I think sometimes you can maybe get the super rare like apologies from the devs when you load the game up. You don't see that super often, but
Oh.
yeah, sometimes you get a little text box and it's like we couldn't find that save. Sorry about that. And it's just like okay, you don't see that too often. Another one of those super rare things.
It's so polite.
Yeah, like sorry about that. Let's get.
All right, Ihrving, let's go.
We're very sorry. That's what it is.
Just chewing some gum before going off to fight the Boogey tent.
Oh,
Oh no. Okay. Whew.
we're okay. Um, I don't. My SNES didn't kill any carts, but carts did kill my SNES. I think Daniel's. So for the first couple years, when Earthbound carts were like somewhat reasonably priced, that was the prize.
Yeah. Heard about
But
that.
yeah, with Daniel's cart killed my SNES, like my childhood SNES. Like
Oh no.
I was, bought the cart, tested it out for him, and my SNES never worked again. Jeez, yeah, this is some
Man.
buffering.
I still
Yeah,
have my childhood SNES too.
nice. It's all like browned and stuff.
Yeah, yellow and gross. Like, you know that little like lid that like where you like put the card in? That just broke off years ago.
Nice. Better off without that thing anyway.
For sure. It's dusty though.
Yeah, that cart absorbed the soul of my
Oh
childhood
god.
SNES.
There's a smiling Sam. Whoop! He got past it. Hey, come on, BBR.
Come on,
Come on,
747.
come on, buffering.
On frames. There we go. I'm old.
Yeah, same.
Had a
I
SNES.
have my Game Boy.
Game Boy, wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's even further back. Nice. GG Ihrving.
All right, GG Ihrving, you hung in there. You did a great job. Still a good time, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
he's gonna sub 120 despite everything that EB threw at him. Let's see. Yeah, for sure. For everything that he went through.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and it looks like we are gonna roll right into the next one. I didn't realize we were already so close to 10:30.
Yeah.
Worked out
Well,
nicely.
in that case, I'm going to take off. Y'all have fun commentating the next race, and I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Slug. Always happy to have you.
All right. Bye.
See ya. Yeah, we got another race coming right